And yeah, cool. I see the play button. I see cat.
I gotta turn off SVN. It's pretty draining. Alright.
Just remember not to show anything security sensitive.
No, I think that's not. Just stuff
Yeah,
running in the
got
background.
cool. Cool, cool. Hello, everyone. I don't know how you guys are here right on time.
I should put a disclaimer.
It's fine. But yeah, today we have Marvin, which is cool. It's been hard to get a hold of him and certain artists, but finally I found a day where he's and it worked out with everyone else's schedule. He will be doing some bike related stuff. Earlier he showed me a helmet in the Discord, but I think today he's working on a tire. Should be cool. Out a little bit. Our internet isn't the greatest right now, but we've altered the bit rate a bit, so it should be not too bad. If we go any lower on the bit rate, though, the blurry. So I think we're just about 1000
Yeah, if the
kbs.
stream goes down, it's because my internet cuts out. I think it's my router that's kind of overheating. So
That's
sorry
fine.
about that. It's gonna be back if it goes down.
Cool, cool. Not to worry. So yeah, are you opening up called? Are you working in Maya today, I assume?
Nope, it's still Moto.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Moto, yeah. He was just telling me about it before the stream.
Cool. Yeah, Marvin's voice is pretty low on volume. We were fighting with white noise earlier. He's still audible. Has a question for the artist, we can definitely let him speak. I won't speak over him or anything like that. But yeah, our audio levels are a bit different today, just to because it was getting really, really. But um, yeah.
A Moto fan. Yes. I'm converting everybody.
So what of Moto to other things like Maya, things like that?
uh, it's mostly work planes. I showed that to Harry Grenade. Uh, well, I don't want to spend too much time on that here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with these art myself because I myself am not I don't do any of this. I'd love to. It looks like really cool stuff what you guys are doing, and to have that capacity to actually bring in the 3D realm, that's really awesome. But it takes time, takes skill, and takes effort. So yeah, so it's already at 76 viewers. Wow. I won't be tweeting this one out either, mostly because we don't have any devs with us just yet. Motown should be able to make it into the stream a bit later to help answer. But John is very occupied with the video. He said that tomorrow we should be recording. That is the plan. And yeah, that's all I've been briefed on as of late. Kinks to iron out that came up last minute, which is why it's a little bit later than what he thought. But tomorrow, we're going to get a few guys in the office to boot up Identity and basically record. Cool. And I really can't wait to post something. Motown made a funny, not necessarily a mistake, but earlier today on Facebook, they asked him if they wanted to do some sort of free paid promotion, but ended up making a slideshow of all of the art assets that I've been uploading there over the past little while. And on Facebook, it's like, oh, Identity has a new video. And I had a heart attack. I was like, no, I didn't do that. Explained that it was up in error. Facebook didn't convey to him that it would be a video. And I nearly, I was sweating. So definitely not funny. And it got more people to pay attention to the page. But whew, yeah, the actual trailers is coming soon. So today we have Marvin as a who's coming in. It's been a long time since we've had him on. He was actually one of the first people I ever got to stream for the developer hour. And it's cool to have him back. He hasn't been anywhere. It's just hard to line up the schedule sometimes.
Oh, I didn't know
Leap
that.
Antoine. Yeah, I think we saw you do a street poll or something like that. It was one of the first things I ever had on here. But even things like that, we have so many artists from so many different time zones that it's hard to get them all to cooperate. But we finally have Marvin, and it's cool. He's working on some bicycle stuff today, so that should be really neat. Motown should be able to make it in soon. but he's currently speaking with John in the office, in John's office room. So there's like a main office area where we have all of our computers and room at the back. Slightly intimidating, but also prestigious. So yes, this is a bike tire. I believe Marvin has been working on a door in the past. Actually, he's kind of been tasked with all the different bike type things. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah,
Um,
Marvin said this would be in the bike shop too. So
what version of Moto is this, Marvin?
I think it's pretty recent. 10 or 11,
Moto
11 it is. Yeah, I don't
10.
update all the time because they always screw something up.
Okay, cool.
There's always a new bug you have to work with. So I do it when I think there's something really cool in it. I do it, but yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that does sound pretty neat. Definitely something, and stability breaks. I definitely see why people don't always jump on the newest iteration. But yeah, whatever is, whatever you can work with that's most comfortable, definitely. I know there's a new speed tree recently that gave Philippe some issues. I'm not too sure what that was all about, but I think they fixed that now. You had to jump back to speed tree 7 for that. Um, but yeah, the Twitch chat asks, can you make yourself look old in character customization, such as adding wrinkles, sagging skin, things like that? You can add like blemishes and certain facial features to customize the face than we do with the body types, because with the bodies we kind of need them to be consistent in order to put clothing on them. We could have warping bodies, like getting fatter or thin of our repertoire for clothing, and we're deciding to keep it consistent for now. But for faces, we should be more flexible in that area. I just want to quickly take a look. No, I've asked this before. I can't look at this right now, but there were two Twitch clips where I've asked in the past about wrinkles. Hopefully this pays correct moments. And there. Hopefully it deleted the links. That's strange here. I will post them as they are. But yeah, we definitely want to try and appease people who want good face customization. So here's, and then I'll throw in the second one. I can't remember what exactly was discussed, but I know it's been asked, and that's why I record these, so we can see what the dev asked. And speaking of devs, hello Motown. He just joined the
Hey
call with
guys.
us.
hey, what's up?
Hey, good to hear from you guys. Good to see you, Harry.
You too.
Awesome. Yes. Nice to have you here with us, Motown. It's been a busy day to say the least, but
Yeah, definitely.
cool that you have some time out of your busy timetable to come and answer some art-related questions. It's always nice to
Of
help
course.
help out the community like that. Yeah. So as per usual, we'll take questions from both the board. I already started taking some from the Twitch chat, and another quick one. Codruts asks, can you hurt or kill yourself with a gun or things like that? There won't be any sort of self-harm identity. You can jump from a really high height and hurt yourself, but if you're doing that to escape the cops, probably not going to work. You might end up with a broken leg or something, but they're going to be able to still catch you if you broke the law and yourself to avoid getting arrested. Probably not the best idea. But yeah, you can, there is falling damage. If you jump off of a cliff or high area, you can't expect to be totally unharmed when you. Um, but yeah, so we have Marvin today doing some bicycle stuff, Motown. I heard that you guys
Yeah.
gave him some. He's basically kind of working on things, something like that.
Yes, absolutely. So the bike wheel that Marvin is working on at the moment, that's not actually going onto a bicycle. We do have some bicycles already. Uh, uh, this bike is just for display. It's like a rack display inside of the bicycle store. So when players go in there, they have some visual aesthetic to kind of appease themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was actually looking forward to seeing this. So in this right now.
Awesome, yeah. So this bicycle store, is that going to be in like what location will we find this in the full game? Will it be module 1?
Uh, Module 1, that does not mean that you can purchase a bicycle in the Module 1, though.
Yeah.
It's just there to kind of show off what's to come, in a sense. So, uh, so yeah, you'll be able to see some of the bike models that you'll be able to use in the future, right there in the module. This is a storefront that is right next to a clothing store. The same building. If you guys have seen images of the town square, or like concept art anyway, I've seen that building with the little pyramids all over the walls, and that would be that building.
Awesome. Yeah. Sounds good. So, going to take place in the full game again? Like what city?
The town square is part of Ash Hill in Identity. As Asheville, North Carolina, the reference that we used for creating Ash Hill within the game. This is also the place that we were originally to when we first started, and determined that we would stay here in Canada.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we stayed. Had we not, we might not have ever met any of you guys.
Yeah, a lot of possible worlds, a lot of different outcomes, but it's cool that here to Canada.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of questions in the chat about the video. We are getting super close. We're pretty confident that we're going to dedicate a large just recording. I still haven't been given a specific date when it'll be up, but we're super close. Basically, there are a few things we had to iron out last minute. Some last minute bugs come up, and come up at the most impromptu times, but we are super close.
Yeah. Yeah. And just to add on to that, we're really close. I don't.
Yeah, no dates.
I don't want to be extremely specific, but John said that if he has to, he will work over the weekend to get it done, and hopefully, well, so even if we're like struggling, we're not gonna like stop for the weekend. We're gonna keep going through the weekend, and if it doesn't, I'm not necessarily saying that it's gonna take that long. I'm just saying that if it comes to that, we'll get it done as fast as possible.
That's all good. Basically, the plan is that tomorrow we'll be running Identity on a few PCs within the office, and we'll basically be getting people to just act stuff. But we want to show you guys stuff in game. It's not going to be like pre-rendered or anything. You'll actually be seeing people running around and shooting and things like that. That's kind of the goal. So
Am I gonna be playing too?
So in this gameplay video, we only need 3 people. So
Damn it.
not for this video, but definitely the town square.
In the future, for sure, especially when Module 1 is out, I definitely like to be playing with you guys, the viewers.
Oh yes.
The dev
Yeah.
streaming hour, maybe back into a gaming hour for a few weeks. Just chill. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for the trailer right now. Tomorrow we'll be recording. See how quickly we can convert that into a rendered video. It depends how easy the takes are and things like that. But cool. That's kind of the plan for tomorrow. Question in the Twitch chat again. Someone's asking about bulletproof vests and how they work. Basically, we don't really like for aesthetic purposes. We're probably spot and things like that. But in terms of them having a mechanical advantage of not taking damage, we're probably not gonna allow vests to reduce damage, mostly because if we do necessity in PvP, it'll be a very sought after thing. And it's basically gonna devolve the meta into people almost always needing a vest on them if they ever get into a firefight. Even see just random civilians wanting to pursue that sort of thing. So we don't think it's a good idea off of that. There still will be vests most likely, give you an inherent advantage over another player.
Yeah.
I have a few saved from the. And welcome. We forgot to mention you there. He's in our Twitch chat. He's also working on one of our artists. He's working on all of the apartments right now, so that's really cool. If you guys want to check him out too, also to get a sneak peek at what the apartments will look like.
Yeah, he's streaming 24/7, so
Oh yeah,
He
he's
streams
That's
a
what it seems
lot.
like, yeah.
every time I check, it's crazy.
Oh, Jade, you hit 1,000 followers. Congratulations, dude. That's fantastic. Yeah, he's been working hard. Yeah, we might have to get together and make some sort of giveaway for the fans then. We'll have to collab on that. Cool. Congrats though, man. You've been putting in the work and it's nice to see that.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So I have one from the Discord, real quick. Actually, I have a few. This one actually, Harry asked me a few days ago. I didn't have quite the answer for it yet, but in your opinion, Motown, are you going to need to be someone's friend list in order to send them private messages in the full game or even module 1, or can you whisper people like other MMOs have where you can just send a direct message?
It'll probably be like other MMOs. You'll just be able to just about anybody. I'm
Okay.
sure. At least in the modules. That's not to say for the full game. Maybe you'll need like somebody's phone number for that or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Interesting.
communication, as far as we're concerned, should be convenient for the player.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds.
I'm really sorry about
Having that
the
whisper function.
cutting out again. That's my
That's all right, Marvin.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Yeah, we did tweak the bitrate clear, but sometimes the internet just gets wonky where Marvin is, but it's fine. It's mostly audible still. It's not like we're down or anything like that. It's all good. But yeah, so that's cool. It's cool that you can direct message players like that. Bounce back to the Twitch chat real quickly. You've been briefed on this, Motown, but we have talked a bit about melee weapons in the past, and just in terms of how you'd think that they'd work, it's just a simple key press to throw a punch or something like that, correct?
Yes, there'll probably be a block and an attack. Yeah, so it's really just the fundamentals. Get like in a taekwondo or anything like that, just a punch and block.
You think we might be seeing knife fights or things like that?
You'll probably see knife fights. Yeah, it'll be really funny to see.
Awesome. Speaking of knives, you think it'd be possible to slash somebody's tires in the game? I gotcha. Maybe more of a question for John too, because he's the vehicle dude.
He might be better to answer that, but yeah, like if I recall correctly, I don't think you can slash tires.
Okay, cool. Cool. Back to the Twitch chat real quick. This one is to do with vehicle storage. So when you're putting things in your vehicles, like store thing, will you see stuff hang out the back of your trunk? Will you see it like popped or something? Will there be any visual difference when you see a vehicle with stuff in it as opposed to one that doesn't trunk?
Like not probably while it's in motion. Like the trunk will be able to fully close when there's like you can't like overfill the trunk, so like you're not gonna be like using you're not gonna have like a television sticking out of the top of like a sedan trunk, like a bungee cord strapped like from the bumper to the top of
Yeah.
the lid. It's there probably won't be any visual difference while the vehicle is in transition. But as far as placing objects into the trunk, actually see them visually inside of the trunk space, where you'll actually be able to manipulate their positioning within the trunk to fit more things into the grid.
Awesome. So can you, if you sit in the passenger seat or something like that, is it possible to put like grocery bags in there, or nah, that's just yeah, thought so. Yeah, that'd be like way too heavy of a detail to do, but cool.
Yeah, that's reserved seating for people.
Awesome, awesome. Uh, but yeah, for those of you who don't know, the storage system for the vehicles basically is kind of like a grid-based system. Certain items will take up different kind of shapes and things like that, large of grid units, and you just gotta stack them so things fit. So think kind of like Tetris almost. If
Yep.
you're good at Tetris, you might be better at stacking things quicker than other people. Um, awesome, awesome. Let me bounce back to the Discord real quick. Been taking a few from Twitch chat. Oh, this one's exactly for you, Motown. Goes with your homeless RP kind of guy. Is it possible to jump inside dumpsters and go dumpster diving?
I guess so. Yeah, like it's not. I guess it would like. I think the plan is still to create like a vaulting animation that you could get over kind of walls, and since a little bit higher up, I don't see why not. It's just a matter of how, and where we place the collision for that object, and as long as register has an opening that you can get into. Sure. Now, if you're asking if you can like loot things in the dumpster, though, I don't know. You can at least get side of it, but you can't like go like scavenging for some garbage to eat.
Garbage to eat. Oh,
Well, so, like
yeah.
I mean, it's not normal.
Off of that, though, I do believe there are little garbages within the game world where you can put items in and they will.
Yes. Yeah, so yeah, garbage cans actually act as like a deletion tool. So if you put something into that that is how you can permanent delete something. If you
Interesting.
if you throw it on the ground, it'll stay there for a little bit before being deleted, before being clean server. But in the garbage can, it's just gone.
Awesome. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely wish garbages function like that to
Yeah, no
delete things
kidding.
out of existence, but
So definitely help keep the identity streets clean.
true. Awesome. Good to know. Good to know. Um, cool, cool. Let me just take a quick skim through all the things. Thank you, wonderful viewers, for joining us. We're at about 93 right now, and also special thanks to the moderators for helping pop in as well. We definitely will try to get to as many as we possibly can. Um, but yeah, let's take another one. Discord real quick. Okay, this one is also related to the video, but I think it's got a pretty simple answer. The trailer, will you guys try and reveal it during peak hours where like everyone's awake, both overseas and here, or will it just be out ASAP whenever it's rendered and final?
Wait for what?
The trailer.
It'll like as soon as it's ready, it'll go out. Like we're not gonna wait.
Okay, yeah, that seems. I gotcha. Because we definitely have we have a lot of workers all over the globe. Actually, it's interesting working with all these different time zones. I think Marvin right here is about 5 or 6 hours ahead of us. Actually,
Yeah.
It's
what's your time zone again, Marvin?
it's 10 well 22 23.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So
It's pretty late.
yeah, man. So that's 6 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, wow. But yeah, the video, I guess we won't wait for a peak hour kind of point. Looks like we'll just get it up as soon as it's,
Yeah.
it can be possibly put up.
Actually, thank you, Marvin, for staying up so late to do this.
Yeah.
No problem.
Marvin and Miroslav have it the worst because it's like almost midnight their time when they stream. I mean, like when it ends, but yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Jade, they make us EU work so late. Yeah.
I'm really confused right now. I'm trying to close this bridge. This has never happened before while not streaming, but it doesn't work.
It's
Oh,
all
the
good.
bridge command. Yeah,
What?
that's
I don't even know what's going on right now.
like a flipped polygon or something.
There's no reason why this shouldn't work.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It is Modo though. I've never used Modo.
I've literally never had this
In
before.
the 3D world.
This
Awesome. Kyle Gold 1, will there be weapon skins in the game? I can't response, but I do have a Twitch clip you can check out. I do remember somebody asking this in the past, and I'll just link it in the Twitch chat for you. Are you able to break into players' houses? No, we kind of want house for players just to be safe and show off their stuff. That being said, you can allow people to come in through a permission system, so you won't be alone. You can have parties with people and things like that. Um, what happens when you shoplift? It's kind of a cool system, Motown. You and John have explained it before. You can kind of try on clothes, right? And you can, and sometimes the security alarms will go off or things like that. Don't remember if you recall that specifically, but
Yeah, sorry. Could you repeat the question again?
uh, you can shoplift in the game, correct?
Yes.
Yes, and it's kind of like you can try on clothes and walk out.
Yes. So you can grab something off the rack and run to the dressing room to try on the outfit. You can attempt to walk out of the store.
That sounds fun.
There is an RNG, like a random number generator to determine whether you're going to
Trigger the alarm.
trigger the alarm. But there are a few factors that will increase the chances,
Okay.
and that is to do with like the price of the item. If it's too expensive, like if it's really expensive, you're pretty much going to set the alarm off every single.
Oh, cool.
And if it is something really simple, you might just get away with it. But there's still a chance.
Neat. So yeah, there you have it. You can walk out with your brand new watch or something. See if you get caught or not. Should be fun. Like Russian roulette, just be
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's gonna happen. And yeah, the internet isn't super amazing right now. We are cutting out a little, mostly audible. We've adjusted the bit rate to be pretty low, so it should be working all right. But if we cut out, we know it's just not something we can work around right now. But we've definitely worked in worse conditions. I think even last stream, remember we had that weird Twitch issue where Twitch just shut down. Like we had to like restart
Oh,
the stream. So
oh,
it's funny too sometimes. Yeah, here, let's take another one from the Discord arena. Um, one sec.
I love
Oh,
that you go between the two.
I
It
try.
really includes everybody that if they don't want to hang out into the Twitch Droid and ask questions.
My
Very
method is basically I'll record questions over the course of the week or whatever, like some good ones that I don't have time to pull you guys aside for, and I'll save them here. And then, but yeah, I definitely don't want to take one and only the one and not the other.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really
I'm the beach ball that bounces everywhere, that's for
yeah.
sure. Yo, are there gonna be any in the game, like hidden around maybe?
Beach ball, of course, dude. Like we have to have some sort of Easter egg alluding to
I
somewhere.
hope you guys are still trying to get a Harry
A
grenade
Harry
in there
grenade?
somewhere.
There will be something.
Grenade.
Like I said, maybe in the museum somewhere. Like
Ooh.
throw some like hair. Like what is the technology? Like hair works like hair from Unreal Engine onto. Like, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
I'd like to get people's opinion on this banana helmet I found online.
crazy.
It's gonna be on the stream in a second.
Oh yeah, the banana helmet. It looks so silly.
Yeah.
It's a great.
Oh my.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy. It's cool though. Um, that should be up your alley, Motown. Someone was wondering a few days ago, what kind of options you'll have for your character's footwear, like boots, shoes, things like that. You can customize them. If you can't, is there a good variety of shoes? Stuff like that.
Uh, yeah. So there will be. You could definitely uh, buy shoes for your character as well as customize your shoes in different ways. I don't think you'll be able to do that in the town square. Just keep in mind, but in the launch of the game, or at least beta anyway, you'll be able to customize your shoes, change the colors of them, change the patterns, the materials, uh, and yeah, quite a bit you could do.
Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. People like customizing every little bit of their character, and the more the merrier. News. Ooh. Um. Yeah. Let's try and take another one from the Twitch chat. Someone was wondering hacking. We are looking into anti-cheat systems. We aren't going to reveal what they are or how they work precisely because we don't want people to try and get a one up. Keep it kind of secret, but the mods definitely have the devs definitely have experience from their Altus Life mod with people trying to do weird things and exploit systems and things coming in with some experience. And as for the
Some of the more obvious things, though, like you can definitely expect some screenshots, as well as spectating. So
ooh,
definitely be careful. You never know who's watching you, and anybody's watching you if they are.
spooky. Secretly become the NSA.
But yeah, but like I said, that's definitely not the. It goes much deeper than that.
Awesome. Yeah, it's good. It's good to make sure that you guys will try really hard to make sure everyone has an even playing ground. Games rules. Certainly with private servers, you can customize a lot of different things, like what is legal, what isn't legal, length of prison time or jail time. No, had it right the first time. Length of prison time. You can do a lot of cool things, assign ranks for the police officers. So we definitely want to give you guys a lot of customization and ways to really enjoy the game. But to definitely, if someone by somehow pushing in exploits or hacking, we're not going to tolerate that because that just sucks for the people that play legitimately, right? So we got you covered. Yeah. Someone in the Twitch chat is asking how long the video is going to be. Well, it's hard to say, but we do want to show kind of a police criminal interaction. So I guess it really is however long that takes. We're going to show a bit of driving, some shooting, and things like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully an arrest. I think that's going to happen. Yeah, we have no idea how long that'll actually take. But
I'm thinking a few minutes, but like don't expect it to be like a trailer. Like it's a little bit of gameplay of
there's no CGI or anything. It's
cop
like
and robber encounter.
Yeah.
with us, which is cool. So however long that will take to actually get that scenario done. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. Lots of questions today, and we're doing good. Awesome. And thanks once again, all you guys for showing up, you wonderful viewers, and the mods for helping. I see James Luck so much. We got Jade in the chat, awesome as well. Cool. Let's take one from the Discord. I have planned. Oh, this one's kind of an interesting thought experiment for you. It's also half of a suggestion, but basically Motown. Have you ever played Diablo 3?
I watched many videos of Diablo 3. I have never played.
All right. Basically, I've never played it myself, but I've heard about this feature, and it was removed actually after a while. You used real world money out of Diablo 3, and people were wondering if there would be some way to do that with identity.
No. Yeah, no. We did toy like a cryptocurrency, but like that's it's quickly becoming a cliche.
Ooh.
Yes.
You're getting some angry stares from our web
Oh,
dev. Yeah, Liam's like, hey. We definitely have a few cryptocurrency enthusiasts within the office, and as cool as I have no idea how that would work. So as far as we know, you can't really make real world money with identity. But I mean, video games have tried it in the past. Diablo 3, for example, it failed ultimately, but maybe in the future, some game will have something like that. I don't know if it'll be us, but no plans for that sort of thing right now. Cool though. Cool. Ooh, this one's good for you too. Although Jade might have just answered it. Are you guys using to generate the landscape, and are you using Megascan?
Yeah, we use Megascans. They have a lot of like PBR materials that they offer. it'd be dumb not to make use of that resource. And we also do a little bit of our own photogrammetry as well. Philip is our guy for that, and he actually goes out into the woods, and he actually has a photogrammetry box that he kind of places objects into. It takes a bunch of photos at different angles of things. And stitches them together, as well as a drone that he uses that he can fly up and take
He has a
different angle.
drone?
Oh yes, he has a
Dude,
really
he's next
cool drone.
level.
Yeah, oh, he definitely is. Yeah, he's really serious into it. Him and a buddy that does it with him, he are like trying to get. So they're trying to offer that service, and we're kind of their test subjects for their initial run.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's dedicated.
yeah, absolutely. He's doing some great job with photogrammetry stuff. But yeah, like we or we can get them. What was it? Megascans, right? Is a wonderful resource for getting you can't find what you need from nature outside your house, especially during the winter time. You know.
Awesome. Yeah, cool. We have a lot of different resources, it seems, and we're using everything at our disposal to make the game world look cool. Very excellent. Here's another question. This one's both from the Twitch chat and I had it written down. I don't know if you'd know, Motown, but I would like your opinion on this. Basically, we're going to be sending out Steam keys for Module 1 for those who have access to it. Any idea how that process would work or when we would do that? Send them out the day of?
Yeah, I don't know actually.
Yeah. We'll have
Yeah,
to
like
keep you posted.
I'm assuming that we're going to distribute them two ways. One is they will be like viewable on your like account page on your website, so you can kind of like go to that to find your Steam key. If
Oh, that's a good
and two
idea.
and
Yeah.
two is you'll be sent it through email. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely handling some customer servicey type stuff is on the side for the community manager thing. A lot of people have come to me in the past and they're like, "Hey, I don't have my AOL email anymore. My old something like that happened, or they don't have access." Definitely being able to view the key in their account on the site. That's a very good idea. In fact, I'm going to back that 100% because I would not want to see Steam keys going to dead email addresses. That's for sure. But good. I didn't even think about that. Good catch, Motown.
Yeah.
As per when, I don't know if it'll be the day of or a day before, or if you can preload it or what. It's still too early to say.
Yeah, it's really up to John.
Next time John is available, I'll try and ask him that question again for you guys. Cool though. We are blowing through these questions. Excellent. It's 4:38 already. Wow, time flies. Marvin's doing a good job on this wheel though. Cool. Here's the next question. Also kind of homeless man related for you, Motown. Good stuff. Someone's wondering if you can find and or abandoned trolley carts or rundown areas.
I love how that's like become my thing. Like I wasn't really that serious about it
Oh,
initially.
okay. That caught on for me.
Like, but I went along with it. Everybody,
my bad.
it caught on for everybody. So they're like, oh, Motown's the homeless serial killer.
Oh
So
boy.
so I'll be the homeless serial killer. But I love it though. But yeah, you will.
Like train yards or like
Yeah,
anything
you'll
like
be
that.
able to find areas on the map that you can kind of live out of for free as a homeless person. Very very akin to those expectations. So perhaps a train yard. Yeah, that's a possibility. Back alleyways, rundown buildings. Very very all possible options.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, it sounds like from these questions, a lot of people are actually willing to RP as,
Yeah,
kind of
I love it.
type of person.
I love that because and the reason I love that so much is because it's so true to life. It's a and I love immersion in our game.
It's good, dude. Exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, awesome. Good to hear that there are those options available for users that don't want a house, just want to go RP as a homeless person. It's cool. Um, yeah, let's take another one from the Discord. Thank you again, mods, for helping answer questions in the chat. You guys are beating me to it. This one is a bit of a theory question again, Motana. We've discussed this a few times, but it's always brought up, and kind of a phrase about servers. Um, if I play on a server frequently, and one day I log into Identity and that server is full, how painful is it going to be to switch server game? Like, will my player skills transfer if I'm really good at
Mm,
woodcutting?
I imagine that those are some of the things that might transfer. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like we'll try to make it painless. We'll accommodate. Like it's based on feedback, right? Like I think
Yeah,
we answered this question the other day. You just kind of need
we
to
need
figure out
to test
through
definitely for
testing.
stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's really dependent on that more than anything. Have a better idea uh, gauging how we should tackle that when the time comes.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Because you know,
Yeah, we don't want
to
to
make it exploitable somehow, but I mean, it's
exactly.
natural for your best friend to maybe move servers or something, or your server to be full. So it's probably going to happen to some people.
We really we don't want to make people angry, in that regard. We want to like accommodate the people's needs. If server transfer is a frequent thing that people because of server population issues, then we want to make sure that they're able to do that, letting their entire progress throughout the game.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, here's one. We've talked about a bit about this in the past, but someone's wondering if you can own or contribute to a newspaper.
Absolutely, you can't own like the newspaper company, but you can definitely contribute to the game's public newspaper, which is distributed every day throughout the newspaper stands that are throughout the world. So every single day, you'll just go to a new newspaper stand and see the stories that are published to that paper that day. I think it's like a advance, and the next day it'll show up in the newspaper, or it'll be like a real time thing. So like maybe it's not like a by issue thing, but like you get the newspaper from the machine and the every day's worth of
Awesome. Almost like
newspaper
a bulletin
articles.
board.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't necessarily have to be realistic in that regard. It can, we can cheat, but uh, that will also probably have come down to feedback. Like we don't want to.
Yeah, to contribute cool stories, but if we do give an incentive for writing, we don't want people just to submit like garbly-gook, like just type the A button a bunch and then submit that and expect to be paid.
Yeah, we want you
So
to take it serious.
we'll have to think of some way if we do offer incentives to reward people appropriately and not just have spam. But yeah, I definitely articles. I think that's just a really cool feature to have other people see that sort of thing. I'm sure politicians and people like that would be very interested in controlling the media, like articles out promoting others and slandering the ones that they don't like. So very interesting. Let me skim through the Twitch chat again. Oh, my apologies. Marvin is currently making a bike wheel. It won't actually be part of a bicycle, but it'll be in the bicycle. There's going to be a bunch of different wheels and stuff on display. I don't know if Marvin will be working on the actual bike itself in the future, but maybe,
Well, I haven't
maybe,
talked
maybe.
to Sean about this but I'm basically designing this so it can actually be placed on the bicycle
Okay.
in case you want
About
it.
what?
Um, well, you wanted me to do this on the display, but I took the actual bicycle wheel from the bicycle we have, and I'm designing it so it actually fits onto that.
Oh, you need the asset. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. So it has the
Yeah, I can
exact
provide.
same dimensions.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can send that to you.
No,
Oh,
but
cool. Okay.
I'll have to find it first.
no. I've got that. I think John sent that to me. So
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah. Real quick, but yeah, cool assets that we're working on right now. Um, oh, Miss RI95, do you have to pay for the hotel room you get? If you don't have or a house, when you first arrive in Identity in the full game, you'll be given a little ticket or
Yeah,
something that'll give you access to a small hotel room. There won't be much you can do. Is there to get you on your feet.
it's free.
Yeah, it's absolutely free. And from there, you can look into purchasing an apartment, or even if you want to go out in the server world.
Yeah, so that the hotel room will either persist until you purchase a apartment, or it will have a like maybe after 3 days you'll lose it. But like it's there to kind of get you on your feet off of the start of the game. Because like while I I I love the fact love the idea of keep giving people the accommodations that they need. I also love the fact of making you guys homeless too. So
It's,
the idea
yeah, yeah,
but no, I'm kidding. But but yeah, it's kind of a design decision that'll come down to.
nice, sure. Oh, here's one from Olio actually in the chat. He says, "Hey boys, I'm not sure how it works, but what about an instance to a friend server to play with them, but then when you disband your group, you go instance back to your home server, something like that."
I don't know what that is with our current architecture. But it's a possibility. We can look into that.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't. I'm not too sure, but it does sound pretty cool. Harry Grenade just dipped. You had to go. If you heard the voodoo.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yeah. Let's take another one. I just took those two from the Twitch chat. Let's take one from the Discord. Almost out of questions, actually. You're doing excellent today, Mo. Um,
Nice.
what more artsy questions do I have for you? This is almost all of them are. Oh, kind of in regard to vehicles, but in terms of boats and things like that, are we gonna have like smaller ones like kayaks and things like that? Are there any options that just float there and you can't really move, or you can but extremely slowly, or is it going to be like motorboats for the majority?
It's mostly motorboats. Kayaks, I don't know. There are little tin motorboats though. Just
Okay,
just not rowboats, like things like.
I gotcha. To make any part of any boat transparent at the bottom so you can see the water, or is that just too much, too specific?
No, that'd be cool to do. We don't have any current. Like it'll be something that we can explore. That'd be neat to see. The one challenge with that is that transparent objects like in Unreal Engine are very resource hungry. So
Oh,
they we try to use them sparingly when we can. I don't know. I don't know. Like I think that's one of those things where like you see like 50 boats next to each other and they all have that glass bottom. Uh, Performance issues. So we'll
yeah.
yeah, see.
Yeah, fair enough. You definitely don't want the game to be lagging because you make everything glass and
Yeah,
transparent. So,
exactly.
got you. Interesting. Um, cool. Next question. Friend CS:GO in the Twitch chat asks, is there any confirmed art for the interest? Because we do have some fairly outdated Art of the Pledge rewards. People are just curious when we might be seeing some new ones.
Are there any more art for the sports card?
I guess like any updated version or a 3D model in the work, because I know for the apartments at least, we are getting Jade to do those, and he's making them look nice. Those within a month, but for the sports car and vehicles in particular,
Um, I'll get back to you on that. We do have some things
in
going
the pipeline.
down the pipeline, yeah, but
Okay,
I don't know how we want to present that or whether we want to make that. What I don't know. That's yeah, I'm not sure. It's up to John.
I gotcha. Um, yeah, out of my own curiosity too, who would be tasked with modeling vehicles out of our repertoire of artists?
Well, we did have a vehicle artist, and he actually ended up moving on earlier this year. So we are in the market for another vehicle artist, someone dedicated just to making vehicles, 3D artist specifically, not a concept artist. So if
Cool.
you that is impressive and you have a lot of vehicle work done and you want to do that full time for us, uh, definitely apply and we will definitely
Excellent.
take a look at it and potentially offer you a position.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys we have could easily do that sort of thing, but in terms of them being, where the
Yeah.
engine's located, precisely where certain wires are. If you guys are
Yeah,
aiming for
absolutely.
realism,
And the main thing is that we just need somebody that will just jump.
yeah,
With like a lot of our 3D artists, they're capable of making vehicles. But it's a hard surface object. It's not difficult for a hard most 3D artists specialize in hard surface modeling, so it's not a terribly difficult thing to make. Uh, but we definitely need someone that just does that only, so that we can get a lot of those done over time.
excellent. Yeah. Well, if anyone happen to be looking for that sort of thing, careers at asylumentertainment.ca is our resume thing. If you guys want to email that, but very cool to know. Interesting, because I definitely myself would like to see some new vehicle work. I think that'd
Yeah,
be awesome.
we have a few already, as you know, but
Yeah, the trailer, at least one car.
yeah.
Cool. Um, yeah, we're mostly through all the questions I can really director. Um, hmm. I guess I can ask just in general about the pricing of the with in-game money, how expensive you think some apartments will be.
Oh,
If you've even thought
it's
about that at all, maybe you haven't yet. Maybe I don't have time.
clearly like
Okay.
it's all we know right now. Like we haven't gone down and like written the pricing for everything down. That comes with testing. Like with a few other things, it'll be realistic. That's the main thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the currency and identity more or less reflects the. So we're gonna try and keep things priced according to that. There might be some expensive pairs of shoes, like $70 to $100, but they're all offerings for clothing, maybe like a $20 T-shirt or something like that. We're definitely gonna. I mean, the entire game's location is based off of the Carolinas, so reflection of that sort of area, that sort of thing with the landmass and all that. A lot of inspiration from the U.S. 53. We'll start to wrap up soon. We'll take a few more questions. If we can't get around to all of them, definitely feel free to mess Beach Ball in the Identity Discord. I'll give a little Nightbot command for that. Yeah, I spelled it right. If you guys ever need anything, any assistance, any questions, feel free to message me. I'll try and convey stuff to the devs there's any issues or anything like that. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys. But yeah, we'll definitely try and get around to answering questions next stream if we don't get to them all. But the next one will be through the Twitch chat. Yeah, the mods are doing excellent beating me to all these questions. Oh, here's one you probably will be able to answer, Motown. Will the pricing of apartments be higher or lower depending on the neighborhood you live in?
Yes, absolutely. There are some neighborhoods in Identity that are meant for the wealthier players, and some that are meant for the lower income players. So yeah, you're gonna the prices reflect the type of neighborhood you're in.
That's excellent. It's also extremely real for me. Like, holy cow, man. I'm gonna be maybe. I'll have to get really good at making money. But wow. Cool though. So train, the mod's already got this, but yes, there will be a train, and you won't need a ticket to hop on it. It'll just be going around the island, and yeah, it's kind of free transport for those who check it out and maybe can't afford a vehicle or things like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Motown, though, but I'm pretty
No,
sure it's
you're right.
yeah. Yeah,
My
that
train is that you can actually walk around on it
it's in
while inside
motion.
of it. Yeah, while it's in motion. So yeah, you can potentially get into and that'll be a really cool scenario to see for the first time.
That is very nice. I always bring this up. It always reminds me of the Red Dead Redemption, going around the map, just chilling out. Always fun to
I
mess around with.
I'm still bitter that that's not available on PC.
uh, I mean, I wish it was too. It's just their choice, I guess. Um, oh, here's another quick one. I think you'll have the answer to this. When you start up Identity, are you going to be given a phone right away, or do you have to? Phone's pretty darn important.
You will always have a phone, yes,
Okay,
right out of the gate.
so you won't have to worry about reception, battery life, things like that. It's
That's
always
correct.
going to work. Um,
Can't be lost, stolen, can't be damaged. No, it's just that's your lifeline to the game.
awesome. And want to go into because I'm pretty sure it's very useful for the UI we're planning.
Well, yes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the main reason. Is that that's your UI interface. That's like how you get out of the uh, communicate with other players. You know, that's how you do just about everything in Identity using your phone.
Excellent. Very good, very good. Um, yeah, I'm super looking forward to seeing all the sorts of things you can do. The world that kind of has the UI built into the world,
Yeah,
and into the phone. It's going to be quite the interesting experience. Very excited for that. Yeah, a few more minutes. We'll take a few more. Um, will the food and hygiene and healthcare or more laid back? In terms of eating healthy, I don't think you really need to worry about that, right, Motown? You'll just ingest food.
that's correct. Yeah, you're not going to have any effects from not eating healthy food in Identity.
That being said, if you chug a bunch of alcohol, you will get drunk.
Correct. Yeah.
Doing drugs obviously will have some
He,
effects.
things definitely have an effect, but
So
just
yeah,
normal food, like you're eating a piece of cake, chocolate cake, you're not going to get fat from eating like I have. So
Motown. Um, but yeah, basically there will be a relatively simple hunger and thirst mechanic in the game from not eating or drinking, but we have discussed that it will inconvenience you, so you'll probably want to take care of it at some point. In terms of how it will inconvenience you, we aren't 100% slowing you down with your running or things like that, or maybe just making you more tired, harder to control. Can't speak today. I apologize. But yeah, you won't. You're hungry or something. So, and in terms of healthcare, that was the second part of the question. I think if you're damaged, you can just go to a hospital and get fixed up. I don't particularly too complicated about that. If you're getting shots, in a firefight, paramedics can be summoned to the scene where they can try and you. But I think John would be better at answering that sort of thing. It gets kind of complicated in terms of who can do CPR and things like that. Um, and also, I cannot speak. So sorry. We've talked a bit about this before that we might introduce a sickness into the game where you can spread it to other players by either being around them or coughing or some sort of basically communicable disease type thing where you'll have to go to the hospital and get it checked out. And if you don't, you might have an adverse side effect. Like we'll give you lots of forewarning if we do something like that. But it's kind of inspired from that thing that happened in WoW, or I can't remember exactly Motown. If you wanted
Yes,
to,
and that really is the this too. In World of Warcraft, there was a bug that I don't remember the specifics of it. Some of you guys in the chat probably do. You've heard the story at least. But in World of Warcraft, there was a bug that would spread to other players after I think like a dungeon that the players completed. And it became an epidemic. It got around to everybody in the game and was causing a bit of panic and chaos.
wow, cool, yeah. Like in chaos we could produce.
Yeah, yeah, and I would love to like recreate that in a kind of like a mini scenario, like a
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse or anything that
No, no, no.
maybe as an event, but
If something catastrophic is ever planned, you guys will have a big heads up and be if you take the necessary precautions.
yeah,
And shoot, yeah, it's 5:01. That was a very quick stream, or maybe we just, time flew. I don't know. One or
yeah,
the other. Thank Marvin again for modeling some stuff for us. It's been a while since we've had him on, but it's always nice to see all of our different artists. So thank you, Marvin, for showing up.
Thank you.
yeah.
Uh,
Rita, I love the approach you've taken with this wheel too. Like you've very expertly done. So good work.
that's
Thanks.
awesome. And once again, thank you to Motown being identity. It's always great to get his opinion on the artsy stuff because he is the art director. For those of you who are not aware, he's in charge of giving people their assignments, like Marvin here, and make stuff to put into the game in the specific areas that we need them in. So big thanks, big shout outs to Motown for showing up, and once again to the mods for popping in. It's always nice to have you guys
I did do some
questions for us. It means a lot.
I did
And
some terrible console
yeah,
build for this one.
that'll be that'll be it for today. So next time will be Tuesday as per usual. I don't have anyone scheduled for that day yet. I have to find some people. Tomorrow we should be recording the footage for the trailer in the office, so keep your eyes peeled for. And yeah, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your Thursday or early Friday if you're up really, really late. Thanks so much, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you guys.
See you next time.
Have a great night.
See you.